Hello, everybody. David here, and today we are going to be doing my weekly What's Coming Out on Disney Plus this week. So today is September 19, and we're going all the way through, I believe, September 25th, or yeah, 25th is Saturday. But really, if you live in Canada or the US, in Canada, we get things on Tuesday, but both US and Canada also get things on Wednesdays and Fridays. But you'll never know when they'll expand more one day. Maybe they'll do a little special or something on a Saturday. Who knows? But it looks like Fridays and Wednesdays are going to be their usual thing. And yeah, I want to point out all the things that are coming to Disney Plus Canada and Disney Plus US. The US because it's the place where Disney Plus originated from, and then they expand from there. And Canada because I live in Canada, and I wanna know what's coming out in my country too. So usually it's a lot of the same things here and there, but there are some differences, and I'm gonna point that out. Starting with the first thing on our list on Tuesday, September 21st, we are getting another episode of Only Murders in the Building, episode 6. Now they got this right. Last week they said episode 4. And then I'm like, wait, so when is episode 5 dropping? Because we already got episode 4. It looks like now we are up to date. Episode 6 is coming this week. Episode 5 was great. They left us a little bit. It looks like things are starting to unravel more and more. We met a character who was at the door at Tim Kronos' house and or his apartment building, and it looks like we almost got something, but not really. But they're getting close. That's all I have to say. So if you're watching the show, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen the show, go and check it out. I'm really enjoying this show a lot. I think the three leads, Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez, are fantastic in it. Yeah, it's a really enjoyable show. I'm really having a lot of fun with it, and I'm hearing a lot of people that are watching it are really liking it too. So go and check that out. Before we move down to Canada, let's start off with the US first. Starting on Wednesday, September 22nd, we are getting Star Wars Visions. This is the anime, the series. Well, it's going to be a series of animated shorts coming from the top studios in Japan that are doing Star Wars, but it's going to be anime. All episodes of Star Wars Visions will be released on September 22nd. So that's going to be cool. I think there's supposed to be like 9 of them, maybe. Let me see here. Doesn't say how many here, but yeah, I believe it's supposed to be 9 or 10. Yeah, 9 shorts. Because we are also getting Star Wars Visions Filmmaker Focus, which I'm guessing is going to focus on the people working on these short films. So, and it does say the studios creating the 9 shorts include these cool people down here, or some of the studios behind it. So, because they're getting some of the top-notch studios in Japan to do this. So yeah, you're getting a little bit of a behind the scenes on the same day. So that's pretty cool. And then Marvel's What If episode 7 we're going to be getting. So that's going to be pretty cool. I'm loving the latest episode 6 was a little bit of a letdown. I didn't think it was terrible. Some people for some reason do, but I did not. I thought I did think it was one of their weaker episodes though, but it was still good. I still found it satisfying, and I'm looking forward to episode 7 to see. We're almost done this series, man. What If it's supposed to be 9 episodes long, and look, when you do these type of anthology shows, once in a while you're gonna get an episode that hits, and then once in a while you get an episode that doesn't hit as great as the others. So it's just like that. Up next is Doogie Kamealihoa, MD, episode 3, License to Not Drive. I don't know if I'm ever pronouncing this title right, but whatever. It's Doogie something. I don't know if anybody's watching this. I saw it on Disney Plus, but I never bother to watch it because it doesn't look interesting to me. But if somebody on here is watching and they watch it, let me know. I'm curious to know what people are thinking about it if you are. Moving on, Turner and Hooch, episode 10, Lost and Hound. The cool thing about Turner and Hooch is that at the end of each episode, if you stick around during the credits, it does give you the option to watch a preview for next week's episode. So I found this out maybe like 3-4 episodes into Turner and Hooch that they were putting the preview for next week's episode. So I have been watching a couple of those at the end of each episode, and yeah, this looks like it's going to be the Taken episode that the showrunner kind of hinted at. So I'm looking forward to seeing their take. I'm enjoying Turner and Hooch, man. I think it's a really enjoyable show. And if you're not watching it, why aren't you? Go check out the original movie with Tom Hanks. You'll enjoy that. This episode clearly indicates that this show is connected to that original film because they make some deep references to that original movie. With the retired police officer that's friends with the two main characters, the brother, Scott, and his sister. So, yeah. Check out the movie first. If you had never seen the movie, check that out. Because then you'll get some of the finer references that Tom Hanks' character is their father. And they reference their father quite a bit in the show. And they have his friend from that original film. You'll recognize the actor. He used to play the father in Family Matters with Steve Urkel. Yeah. And it's been a long time since I've seen that show. But yeah, it's the same actor. He always plays a police officer. He was also the police officer in the original Die Hard movie, the one that was helping out Bruce Willis from, outside and talking to him and comforting him and all that. So he shows up in this show because he played a character in the original movie. So there you go. Moving on, Chippendale Park Life, episode 9, The Usual Nuts Specs, An Evening with Clarice, and Craft Craze. Those are the 3 new shorts. Again, I haven't been keeping up with Chippendale Park Life. It's not that I hate it or anything. It's just like, okay, it's cute, but I probably won't keep up with it just because I have better things to watch for me. So there you go. And they're like 25-minute episodes, so I don't want to sit through a 25-minute episode of Chippendale. If it was like 8 minutes like the Mickey Mouse cartoon, I'm like, all right, these are shorts. I'll just put 1 or 2 on and then watch something else after. Next up is Dog Impossible, season 2. So I didn't even know there was a season 1. I thought this was Cesar Millan at first, but I see it's a specialist named Matt Beisner, I don't know. So there you go. If you want more dog training videos, because it looks like it's to help modify dogs' behavior and develop a healthy relationship between dogs and their owners, there you go. Yeah, if I had my dog, I'd probably check it out. No, I wouldn't. I had a good and healthy relationship with my dog without it. Spidey and His Amazing Friends, season 1, 7 episodes. So this one looks like it's more for the little kiddies. So if you're a grown up that likes just to want to watch a Spider-Man cartoon, go ahead. But this one doesn't look like a Spider-Man cartoon I'll be watching. So there you go. Moving on back to Canada. Wednesday, we are getting Star Wars Visions as well. Star Wars Visions Filmmaker Focus. Episode 7 of Marvel's What If we're also getting. Doogie Camellia, MD, episode 3. I know I'm not pronouncing that name right, but forgive me, okay? Turner and Hooch, episode 10, Lost and Hound. Chippendale Park Life, episode 9. What we're getting that the US isn't getting is American Horror Stories, season 1, episode 3. A family goes on a camping trip unaware of what is lurking in the woods. So I don't know if anybody's watching American Horror Stories. I know this is part of FX, and if you live in the US, this should be part of Hulu, I believe. So I'm not sure. So clarify in the comment section below if you want. Reservation Dogs, season 1, episode 4. The town gets ready for a bear's Bear, I guess that's a character, right? The town gets ready for Bear's rapper father to come into town to perform the local IHS conference. So I don't watch Reservation Dog. I seen it on Disney Plus Canada. I just doesn't look like it appeals to me, so I haven't watched it. So if anybody does, comment below and let people know what you think. Let's go back to the U.S. and go on to Friday, September 24th. We got a Spark story, which there's a Spark Shorts, a feature-length documentary, Spark Story, a co-production of Pixar Animation Studios and Super Club, takes an intimate look at Pixar's Spark Shorts filmmaking process, highlighting two new shorts, 20-something and Nona, and the filmmakers behind them. I have watched Nona, actually. Nona was a really nice short film, so if you haven't seen that, check it out. 20-something I haven't gotten around to seeing yet, although I remember thinking that I was going to. I just didn't get around to it. But yeah, maybe I'll check this. Maybe I will check out 20-something maybe today. And so that way I'll be prepared to check out this Spark story behind the scenes documentary. So I like watching those type of documentaries. Next up is Spooky Buddies. In a race against a no-good hound, the buddies and their friends, Pip, Zelda, Rodney, and Skip must stop Warwick, the warlock, and save the world from his dastardly deeds. So, okay, Spooky Buddies. This must be a what was that dog playing basketball? I'm guessing that's what this is, like a sequel to, right? Because it looks like even the same type of dog. All right, if anybody is interested in that, cute little puppies. I mean, who can't enjoy that, I guess. Clearly made for Halloween, because spooky Halloween. Not for me, but okay. The Fault in Our Stars. If you live in Canada, you already have this, but it looks like the US, when it comes to their Disney Plus, they don't have everything yet. So I have never seen The Fault of Our Stars yet. I've heard that it's a really nice, sweet film that will make people cry. So there you go. If you guys want to check that out, go for it. Let's get back to Canada. On Friday, we will also be getting the Spark Story documentary, so that's cool. And it looks like that's about it, because we already have Fault in Our Stars and Spooky Buddies. We probably don't want that, so we're not getting it. That's not the real reason. But okay, so there you go, guys. That's the video today. That's everything that's coming out on Disney Plus this week. Of course, I already talked about the things that I'm looking forward to, like Turner and Hooch and What If. Those are the top two right now for me for the last couple of weeks. Although this week, I will say, I have not been watching The Simpsons. Not because I don't like them anymore. I still love The Simpsons. It's just time scheduling. I've been a little busy at work, and when I get home, I have to do a video, or I don't have to, but I want to do a video, especially when something big drops or a topic that I feel like I want to talk about. But where was I going with that? I have no idea. Oh, but and I'm also having a DCEU marathon because of the Suicide Squad that came out this past Friday. So I've been having a DCEU marathon last week, and I'm having it this week. So there's only a fine amount of time I have to watch things. So there you go. Simpsons had to be put on hold for me for now. But I did watch, funny enough, on Friday night, and then I watched it again on Saturday. When I went to visit my parents, I decided to show them it because I knew my mom would like it. Disney's Broadway hits at London's Royal Albert Hall, which was all about them. Basically, it was people on stage celebrating some of the songs from all their Broadway shows. Some of the most memorable songs, some that you've heard in the movies, some you haven't heard in the movies, some are original songs that were made for the Broadway plays. And they weren't all like plays that that are based off Disney films. Some of them were original Broadway productions, like Ada, and I think there was King David as well. So yeah, it was really great. Some of the hearing a lot of those songs, some of them I never heard before. Obviously, I love the Disney music from the Renaissance era and onwards. I know they did Let It Go from Frozen as well, and Newsies. I love Newsies. So the movie with Christian Bale, as well as the Broadway play. The Broadway play of Newsies is actually one of the few. That and Hamilton are like the two Broadway plays that they have on Disney Plus that you can watch. I don't think Hamilton is done by Disney, but Newsies they did, and you can watch the entire Broadway play on Disney Plus. I want them to put more of their Broadway plays on Disney Plus, because Disney does high production value when it comes to their Broadway plays, and I love it. And there are rumors that they might put Aladdin, the Broadway play of Aladdin, up there, and I really hope so, because I love Aladdin, one of my all-time favorite Disney animated films, and that's a Broadway play I would love to watch. I would love for them to put up Beauty and the Beast and the Lion King as well. Some plays I was like surprised that they did, like Mary Poppins and Tarzan and Hunchback of... I never even knew they did a Hunchback of Notre Dame Broadway play. I'm like, what, really? And Little Mermaid apparently was a Broadway play. So Disney, put a lot of these Broadway plays up on Disney Plus, especially if you're not playing them anymore around the world. I want to check them out. You have to have documented them somehow. I don't know. Anyways, tell me what you guys have seen. Have you guys seen anything? Let me know in the comments section below that I am not watching. Maybe you can sway people to watch those things too. With that being said, I want to plug in my Patreon supporters. These are the people that support this channel by subscribing to a $20... Oh, no, sorry, not $20. Because that would be a ripoff even for me. A $5 tier and a $10 tier, where they will get you an end credit at the end of each video. And thank you to my Patreon supporters for supporting me like that. Your support is awesome, and I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And look, I get it. It's hard out there, and not everybody can pitch in money to help, and I understand that fully. And so that's why I'm saying, if you can't donate, please, 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 please like every video that you see, watch every video that you see, and that I put up, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share a link to people who might be interested in checking out like what's coming out on Disney Plus this week. Like, maybe there are people that want to know and they don't, so send them a link and say, hey, look, this guy talks about it every week, so maybe you can check out like that. With that being said, guys, I think I'm gonna end this here. Thank you once again to my Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome. It's great to know that I have that kind of support backing me up. Even if it's not enough right now, it's still amazing knowing that there's at least a few people out there that want to help me reach my goal. So thank you very much once again. With that being said, until next time, everybody, take care.